I mean, I'm not perfect, but who is? And if I'm not the truth, then who is? Well, I had to lose my sons. I'm a real father. I love those two kids, and they not baby ghosts, and we not right. And that's not right, because I love my children. They are gone, but I'ma keep building, and I'ma continue to shake the foundation when I'm in the building. I fasted away 55 pounds in 44 days. So standing tall like I still sell that gas like no midget. I lost all my cash like no more digits. Had to cut off my locks like no more ceilings. You can't encompass me, I'm in due bounds, but no ceiling. Very good video. Short, straight to the point. What's up? Peace. Hit that like button. Comment a topic, or you seen the title, you can say something about the title or whatever. Hit that like button so some more like-minded people can find the stream. I don't know if they're gonna send my notification out or what. I'm just finna talk about social and political constructs that they put on us. You know what I'm saying? They create every so many years, they create a new title or a new term or something. Ever since the days of colonization, the so-called pale face, the so-called white man has always came up, never written in law. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference between social and political construct versus actual law. You get what I'm saying? That's why I say slavery in and of itself never really came into law in any form until the advent of the 14th Amendment. When they said they abolished slavery, that's when they really created the so-called prison system. You know what I'm saying? A mass incarceration in the place of slavery. You know what I'm saying? And think about it. It's all good, family. Okay, that was up. Think about it. Where did they ever write in law that we would have to fill out on job applications or any application we put in? Where did they ever write in law that we had to check a box that says something about race? Or you get what I'm saying? I understand gender so they can properly place you within, the job place or wherever. But it's just crazy. I just made 3 videos today about some of the things I'm gonna be talking about on the live stream. Appreciate that like. We never went to court. That's why I made that Malcolm X video. We never once went to court and signed up or agreed to saying that we was gonna be called black, that we was gonna be called these last names or anything. It's really crazy too, because it's so easy for our people. Think about it. We coming from generations upon generations of the name game where people have just been throwing all different types of names at us, whether it be black, whether it be Negro, color, whatever, African American, Afro American, man, whatever else they done call us. They come up with these terms so much that our heritage, our culture, and what our ancestors called themselves steady getting washed further and further and further down the line. You know what I'm saying? They steady diluting it. So it's really a blessing when people still do got their grandmothers and their great grandmothers where they're able to talk to them and get the facts. Because putting in for blood quantum or ancestry DNA, all that is making sure that you're not gonna find the truth, because you're gonna settle with what this pale face says. When you send in your blood, you're gonna, if the pale face say you're an Indian, it's cool. You still not gonna speak out against it. But if the pale face say you're not an Indian, it ain't cool no more. So either way, they're gonna accept that, whether it's true or not true. They're gonna accept that before they accept the testament or the oral traditions of their family. You get what I'm saying? The oral traditions of the family is the best thing. It's the best thing. Like that. That's how I was able to trace my genealogy, because my family keeps it updated. Like, they keep it updated. They steady research and stuff. So I don't do nothing but add on to the research. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And it's so easy. It's there. Just going off of what just going off of what older family members say can jumpstart somebody tracing their genealogy. Like, jumpstart it all the way through the roof. And then I don't know if anybody checked out the that Black Wall Street video I got. I feel like they hype up our defeats, but at the same time, look at Black History Month, look at Black history as a whole, and all those type of things. We know Black is a social and political construct. You get what I'm saying? It's something that means politically, it's okay for them to call you Black or African American. So that's the political construct. Then the social construct is that we are okay with people on the streets calling us that, but it's not law. So you get what I'm saying? It's outside of law because it's a construct that everybody agree upon. When we use the terms, you're actually agreeing on the terms. They hype it up though because they want to show our defeats though. Why don't they show us like the major figures who built it? Why isn't there any documentaries on how he came up from the bottom? You get what I'm saying? A memory, a history where other people can take that. What is it called? Take that plan or take that design and reuse it right now. You get what I'm saying? Because that's what they do. They study the ancient history and make modern things all the time and do modern things all the time. That's what wise people do. They don't like to deal with facts. They like to deal with fiction. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, it's crazy. And other things, what other things they say they like to hype up? They like to hype up, man, all kinds of things. Like, man, it's all kind of places they hype up. And at the same time, only marking it as a defeat. But anything with slavery, like slavery, accepting slavery happened the way they said it did, accepting that the transatlantic slave trade happened the way they said it did, that's putting in like that's putting in instilling a sense of like, I don't know what to say, like you can't do anything, like you don't got free will. You get what I'm saying? The creator gave us free will. So if we're accepting something from history and not learning from it, and then just accepting anything in history that hasn't been studied from ourselves, from our own standpoint, we could be tricked to believe anything. Indeed, just the defeats. Never know victories, never know positivity, never know. You get what I'm saying? That's why I support everybody who bring the culture in any forms they want to, because at the same time, that's the only way it's gonna circulate. You get what I'm saying? That's what needs to circulate. It's so much defeatism and so much negativity circulating. But I'm saying, look at Black History Month. How do you take two? Think about it. History in itself. History is also another social and political construct, and even an educational construct, because think about it, history isn't written into law. History is just somebody's story or version of what happened in history. Just like the Bible, you see it in the New Testament and see 4 different versions of the same little group of events in the New Testament, and I'm like, that's how history is. All a person can do is tell what they seen, and you see something from a different angle. Everybody has a different understanding. That's why I dropped in videos earlier, because I want to show people how fear mongering, how they can monger fear. Like, they put things like that, and it has a subconscious effect on us. You get what I'm saying? Just that's like verbal suggestion. Verbal suggestion is real. You can verbally suggest somebody, whisper, so that Iblis is what called the whisperer. You get what I'm saying? You see that when they mention the different jinn, that they got their own characteristics in the Arabic, and that's how it is. That's a verbal suggestion. They still using the same tactics. Like they still using the same tactics they've been using all through history. You get what I'm saying? Shit that work, they'll never stop using. Divide and conquer and shit of that nature. They're gonna be using that until the world is no more, until they can stop, until they are no more. Because the world, nothing ever, think about it, something that doesn't have a beginning not gonna end, not in no time in our memory. Except that you can actually look through history and see who is the so-called mainstream black voice that pushes certain words that they put upon us. You get what I'm saying? Because that's the first thing I think about. Like, what's the reason, or who gave permission, or who solidified the fact that they were going to use a certain social or political construct to define us, or to define a theory or a philosophy? Like, who said that? Like, people, like, I even ask Christians that whenever I talk to a Christian, I be like, who told you? I mean, who named the religion that? You get what I'm saying? Who named the religion that, and who made up the social and political construct of Jesus? Who made that word Jesus instead of being Yehoshua or anything else besides that, Isa, or anything like that? Why? Who voted that in? Who approved of that? And that's what they do. They just make a construct, and I guess some melanated or copper colored, or some people just promote it for them, and all of a sudden it's accepted. And that's crazy. Groups, see, all white people, and I don't call them white because that's just another construct, and that's just putting them making them look something like it's pure, or something that's good, or something that's, you get what I'm saying, when they're not. So I don't really use that term. I call them Europeans, or pale skinned European immigrants, or something like that. At the same time, still calling each other black. You get what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. If you still saying black, it doesn't matter whether you light black, dark black. Either way, it doesn't mean anything. It actually doesn't signify anything. But
no matter how hungry I am, no stealing. I mean, no stealing. Never stealing. Still behind my walls of my integrities. That's my fortress. And I ain't gonna say her name, but I still love my old chick. My heart is gorgeous, and I'ma find a woman that I ain't looking for. My spirit shines so bright. Bring your shades when you look at the sun. Y'all should see how my city treats me. I'm just a vagabond. I now know how the eyes feel when the stable look at a bomb. It's so hard for me not to run straight to a gun. Whoever thought I'd be shunned gave so much away. For me, I ain't keep none. Stressless and sexless like the eulogy of a nun. And it can sound crazy, but I think that I won. And it may sound crazy, but I think that I won. I mean, except for my sons. I miss JoJo and Mari. Every day I sing a song called Daddy Is Sorry. How the fuck was I supposed to know that your mother would cohort me? Damn, how the fuck was I supposed to know that shit? Thought we were equals, why I feel like you just wanted to outsmart me. Let me find out you part of the beautiful but heartless. You threw me to the gutter like I was just straight garbage. Maintaining through the struggle, trying to avoid picking up my carbon. And I love the hustle, but I can't face no more charges. Trying to escape Texas, but they screaming, hold 'em. And I'm screaming, bitch, I'm cardless. Still keep my poker face up, it's the hardest. Maybe one day I'll be great, make it through the struggle like Mara did. Being all alone makes you talk to God where the heart is. Maybe one day I'll make it through the struggle just like Mara did. Being all alone makes you talk to God where the